Hello, and thank you for taking the time to learn more about the York Autism Spectrum Disorder Partnership. My name is Daniel Share-Strom, and as a member of the York Region community with a diagnosis on the spectrum and a background in communications, I was asked by the partnership to conduct a series of interviews with local parents regarding their struggles to navigate the system of supports for their child with ASD, documenting their reactions upon hearing about what we are putting in place for the first time, and relate a little bit of my own experience. When I was a young child, it's fair to say that my behaviors were a little odd. I had things like a monotone voice, poor eye contact, literal interpretation of language, difficulty with social interaction, and constant inexplicable anxiety. I had a hard time making friends, I often had to repeat my schoolwork due to misunderstanding instructions, and crippling panic attacks were a near daily occurrence. Despite these signs, I wasn't diagnosed with Asperger's syndrome until age 10, having previously been diagnosed with ADD, ADHD, general anxiety disorder, OCD, and, of course, plain old laziness. We had to tell our story to dozens of doctors and specialists before finally encountering one who noticed that my particular mix of strengths and challenges was autism. Each disappointment resulted in months of my life not being all that they could be. However, we took solace in the fact that now we'd finally get the support that I needed. It wasn't true. Even with the autism confirmed, there was little support or understanding available in the community. Specialists were hard to find and booked up for 6 months in a row. When we did get an appointment, my parents would have to sit down and fill out the same forms that they filled out for dozens of other people, wait a few more months, and then often get rewarded for their patience with, "We don't do autism." Not only did we typically not get the help that we were searching for from them, but there was no one who could point us in the right direction. There was no such thing as a warm transfer process to painlessly transition us from one community service to the other. And unfortunately, our struggle was far from unique. In my own work as a motivational speaker, I have heard many tearful stories of parents who feel they've lost years of their children's lives to bureaucracy and red tape. That's the exact problem the York ASD partnership has been designed to address. Training intake workers at dozens of community organizations to better understand autism and creating a unified, shared electronic record to enhance collaborative service planning for individuals has begun to make that heartache go away. As we move through the interview questions, you're going to see in the parents' responses and physical reactions just how much of a burden the partnership's efforts have the potential to lift. First, we asked them to relay some of the horror stories that they've been forced to endure in attempting to help their children. Thank you so much for agreeing to do this interview for the York ASD Partnership. To begin with, please state your name and connection to the autism community.
So my name is Robin Konstantopoulos. This is my husband Ted. Our son Anthony, he's 5. He's nonverbal with autism. And this is our daughter Adesea. She's 8 with Asperger's and a number of other issues.
My name is Tara Collier, and our connection to the autism community comes through our son, who just turned 5 and was diagnosed with autism almost 2 years ago.
I'm Mike Patterstorfer, and we have a son named Peter who is autistic. He's 14 years old.
And I'm Melissa Patterstorfer.
I'm Mandy Klein, and our whole family is autistic.
Wiggle, wiggle, bend
I think
down, pieces on. Let's
So our
have
son's got
pieces
echolalia,
and you too.
and he
Wiggle,
repeats things
wiggle,
quite a bit,
bend,
and
bend,
it's slightly distracting.
Thank you so much. Now, how did you feel when you got your child's diagnosis?
Completely devastated.
A sense of relief.
Yeah, relieved and confused.
For us, it was a relief.
Honestly, we were kind of shocked.
She was about 4 or 5 years old when we got Anthony's diagnosis. We still at that time didn't know that there was anything going on with Aristea.
We kind of thought was coming, but we thought he had made some improvements.
Until he was 2 years old, he was developing completely normally.
We kept going to different doctors, wondering why she was having difficulties with certain things.
And then he just started to go backwards.
So we definitely went through that like grieving process.
It was quite a blow.